In a NPN based bipolar junction transistor, in the active region, by what mechanism do electrons flow through the base? The key terms in the question are: it is an NPN bipolar junction transistor, that is, emitter is of N type, base is P type, and collector is of N type. As emitter is of N type, the majority carriers are electrons which flow to the collector, that is, these electrons emitted by the emitter are collected by the collector by flowing through the base. Another key term in the question is active region. A BJT has two junctions, namely emitter base junction and the base collector junction. Active region means emitter junction is forward biased and hence it does not have any depletion region across it. Collector base junction is reverse biased and hence you can see the depletion region existing. The question is, by what mechanism do the majority carriers in emitter, that is electrons in emitter, flow to the collector via the base? Either the drift mechanism or the diffusion mechanism. There are two mechanisms of charge conduction in semiconductors, drift and diffusion. Whereas in metals, that is conductors, there is only one mechanism, drift. If you see the base, it is very thin when compared to emitter and collector. So there is a very little voltage drop across the base. So we can say that drift current is negligible. Drift current is due to the electric field. Drift current is due to the potential difference. So as there is very little voltage drop across this thin base region, drift current is negligible. So we can say that predominantly the transport mechanism is through diffusion. More electrons are present in the left edge of the base and less electrons are present at the right side of the base, as you can see here. That is, a slope is existing. Then the charge carriers roll down along this slope. There is a concentration gradient existence in the thin depletion region from left side to the right side, or from the emitter side to the collector side. So whenever the electrons are entering into the base from the N side, as they are entering from the base side, here the concentration of electrons in the base at the left is more. Likewise, due to this depletion region on the right side of the base, if at all any electrons come into the depletion region at the collector base junction, they are absorbed. It acts as a sink because of the high electric field present in this depletion region. These electrons are absorbed into the collector and further into the battery. So the concentration of electrons will be less on the right side and will be more on the left. So the primary transport mechanism through the base is through diffusion because of this concentration gradient existing in the base.